Woo!
Okay.
It's a remix. Jesus Christ.
All right, let's do this. Oh, what do we get here?
You have to stop playing that fucking game in order for us to start, because I'm not going to have you doing that the whole time that we're doing
language.
What game is it?
Dropping F-bombs over here. So I used to play a game called Terra Battle on the phone, and they came out Terra Battle 2. So I'm trying to like do re-rolls for it to see if I can get a good character to start with.
You should try Last Day on Earth.
Is it good?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, then why would I want to try it?
Just kidding. Yes, it's good.
Just kidding. It's great. Well, tell us all about it on the show. Coming up soon.
I want to talk about it.
Right after these messages.
Are you done now?
Hold on, I gotta drink my coffee after I do that segue.
Anyway, here we go. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the CoGPod, episode 51. We are just down a man today. Grim is gone again this week. Slacker!
He's dead.
Some throat issues. I'll leave it up to your imagination how he got those.
Oh, you don't show up, that's what happens.
That's right.
So typically we're like, what'd you do this week? And normally we don't have anything to say, but let me tell you, because Nick, I don't think you know this. So I have the rental car finally, right? It's been 6 weeks since my car got hit.
Shit.
It's been 6.
We got it to the shop on the 18th of August.
Either fucking way, okay?
And it is today, September 23rd,
Timestamp.
2017.
Okay, stop.
At 2:11 p.m. Central Standard or Division
That's
Decimal,
not
Dewey
part
Decimal.
of anything. Can I tell
Daylight
the story?
time.
Stop. So, I've had this rental car. I park it on Friday when I get home from work. And it's parked all weekend. I get in it Monday to go to work, and something had hit the windshield, like broke it and then cracked the windshield all the way across. So I had to take it back to the rental place and pay for a new windshield on a car that's not mine that was parked.
So stupid.
There's no insurance or anything for that?
It is, but if I had gotten the additional insurance in case something were to happen, it's $20 a day. And so it was cheaper to actually not do that. Because they checked to see if it would have been cheaper, and then they were going to pretend that I had the insurance the whole time and just let me do it that way. But it actually was cheaper to just pay for it outright.
Yeah. Because you have it so many fucking days.
I know. Yep.
Ridiculous.
And then they would have had to kept the insurance going the whole time that I have it. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I would have just returned it and been like, I don't know, is that way when I got it?
Yeah, no, they do a check though when you pick them up, and then you sign off on it.
Yeah, you have to sign.
Damn.
And so then I was driving to work yesterday, and another rock comes flying at the car and hits the windshield, but it didn't chip it or anything. And I was like, really? Really, life? Can somebody just punch me straight in the
Straight?
Punch me straight in the vagina.
With Australian, just straight up.
Someone's been playing the new Overwatch map maybe too much or something.
Oh my god. Oh, give me straight in the vagina.
Call that a clam jam. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wham bam, right in the clam.
So that's
Coochie carnage.
So that's how I started my week. Luke was also gone all week again. He'll be gone all week again next week. Actually leaves earlier. He leaves Sunday this time. So he'll be gone like an extra day.
Yeah, but I'll come back Thursday.
Yeah, I know, but I'm fucking sick of it already.
Yeah, it's my last travel week probably for a while.
Maybe not.
Yeah, as long as it goes well.
What are you doing? Can you say, or is it top secret?
No, yeah, we're just swapping out new PCs for all of our field offices. So,
yeah, the whole state
my
computer
region.
Refresh.
I have a very stupidly large region as well. It's
your region is the
make
state
sense.
of Texas, basically.
It's all Central and East Texas, so it's
too much.
It's dumb.
Oh, you should split it up. I'll do half of it for you.
Well, what's funny is they did split it up.
They did, yeah.
To Central and East, but they didn't get a new support staff for the new one. No, they're not getting a new support staff for that one.
I thought that's who the new guy was.
Well, there's 2 for each region.
Oh, that was the problem.
And there's always been 2 for each region, but the other one on ours was on FMLA, and then there was a hiring freeze, and so I did the job by myself for the first year. And not to get too much into it, but basically they split the regions. It used to be all one. Now it's Central and East, but they didn't hire a new support structure for it. So we're still covering both regions. And so they finally hired a second guy, but they posted him in East, but
okay.
we're still in charge of both.
Here's my thing. You were doing the work of 2 people, but getting paid as 1.
Right.
That's not fair.
Well, that's how jobs work.
Whatever.
If you prove you could do it, you'll always be doing it too.
I know, and that's like, he's already set the expectation that he could do anything, and so that's what happens is now everybody's like, where's Luke? Luke can do it. Luke's great. Where's Luke? They even still ask for you where I work. You haven't been there in years.
It's a year and a half.
They're like, I miss Luke.
My experience is if you're ever at a job and the word short-staffed comes up,
bail.
Because it's you're never not going to be short-staffed. I worked in a job we were short-staffed for 8 years.
That's literally my experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is it's state jobs, and there was a hiring freeze. Is why the positions weren't filled.
Not only that, but like a lot of our divisions not only couldn't hire, but also got cut. We had to like cut positions.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're moving positions around. Anyway.
That doesn't matter. Nick,
Shop
did you do anything cool this week at all?
Not so much. I got robbed by the bank.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's normally the other way around, isn't it?
So, well, yeah, kinda. I normally rob them, but no, just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't want. Kidding. But
why are you making those latex masks, Nick?
Oh, I know, right?
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, so I went to check my bank on my phone as I am wont to do. And I'm like, there's a huge amount of money missing here.
Oh.
Like, well, not huge, but like hundreds and hundreds of dollars anyway. Not like thousands.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so normally what I do, I'm like, well, I look at the code of what happened and I never understand it. Never. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, oh, bank fees, I'm not going to, there's no way I'll get this money back. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm in an arguing mood. Oh, I called them up and they're like, yeah, you deposited a check twice. So we took that money back. And I'm like, oh, is that so? And they're like, yeah, it's for this amount. And I'm like, well, I have that check in my desk and now it's in my hand. So how did that happen? And they're like, well, you would have deposited it at a bank and then you would have scanned it on the phone app to deposit it later. And I'm like, well, if I went to the bank and deposited it, how do I have the check in my hand?
It. Yeah, they would have kept it. That doesn't make any sense.
And they're like, okay, hold on, let me check the history and see this. And then she comes back on the phone and she's like, yeah, so we made a mistake and we took that money by accident. So in my head, I'm like, wow, I'm super glad I actually fought this time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, give that back. And Lisa's like, yeah, we will. And I'm like, you sound like there's a butt coming.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it's going to take about 2 weeks to do this.
Why?
They can take it real quick. They just can't get it back.
Exactly. And she's like, yeah, they got to do an investigation. I'm like, we just did the investigation. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Like, you can go ahead and pay me for that too.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, okay, I'm not going to flip out because I've worked at both banks and call centers. So I know you completely cannot do anything ever. So.
Yeah.
That's still, but at least you're getting it back. But that's frustrating.
I mean, to be fair, you could have scanned it first. No, because then you still wouldn't have it, even if you deposited it second.
So. Also, it would have had to have been signed when I scanned it too. So
that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't have worked. I don't know how they.
Yeah. So no.
I think they saw that it was like an old check. It's like from 2 years ago that I never bothered to deposit. Like I forgot about it.
From 2 years ago for hundreds of dollars.
I forgot all about it in my desk.
How does that happen?
Anyway,
well, and the
then
thing
I
with that
deposited.
is, like, in the U.S., our checks are not valid after 90 days.
Well, personal checks are, but most company checks aren't.
Oh.
Like payroll checks and things like that.
I see.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So, anyway, it was a government check anyway, and they never expire.
How do you spell check?
I spell it CHEQUE, but you guys spell it CHECK.
It's very harsh the way we spelled it, and it's very like just Check.
It's a hard K.
Yeah.
I
Yours is
used
like,
to work
check
for an
it.
American company, and you'd lose points off your QA if you wrote or said the word, if you wrote the word check how we write it.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Weird.
funny.
yeah.
That's so random.
Because
Yeah.
apparently that would annoy Americans.
Yeah.
If we
They're
spelled it
what
differently.
is this? Check it.
Chicky.
I can't understand this word that's completely really close to the word anyway.
That's right. It's like spelling theater with an R-E. What are you doing?
Theater.
Jeez.
Theatra.
Anyway, that's my excitement.
So a couple. Well, Jesus.
Yeah.
So kind of a rough week for everybody.
So TIL that Nick is so loaded he doesn't even
He
need
doesn't
checks
even
for
care about
hundreds of dollars.
No, I'm so forgetful that I don't do important things. Like, I only do my taxes every 4 years or so.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
I don't know how they work up there in Canada. Maybe they let you do that. I don't know.
No.
They do here too.
No.
They do here. You cannot do your taxes if you're going to receive money. Then you don't have to file. If
Right.
you're going to pay, then you for sure do.
But then that's just laziness.
Exactly. So
I just
a
wait
couple
till
of
they call me.
announcements. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me get through the business stuff.
All right.
Business time.
I want to give a couple of shout outs.
Okay.
So I want to shout out to Selena Devil May Cry. You've probably seen her name around on our site a couple of times because she's done some artwork for us. But she's super supportive of us on Twitter, and I thought I would just pick a super supportive person maybe every now and then and shout them out.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to her. And then we have a Facebook page that not a lot of people know about. So if you don't like using Twitter or Instagram or anything and you want to use Facebook,
Yeah,
there
maybe
is a
you're
CoGPod.
maybe you're over 35 or something.
Right. There is a CoGPod Facebook page, and our most active participant there is Chris Sager. Sager, however you say his last name. So shout out
we're butchering
to,
it. I'm
to
sorry,
Chris. And then also a few days ago, Morpheus and I were guest hosts on the Streaming Horror Society podcast, and that should be out in the next day or two. And we'll link to their page. We reviewed and talked a bit about Wormwood Road of the Dead. Remember how I was super excited that I saw that movie?
Mm-hmm.
And so we had a nice discussion about that, and it was a lot of fun. So we'll link to their page so you guys can check that out. And I found out, I didn't know at the time, but the guy that does the Padded Room podcast, his name is Darian. He is the host for the Streaming Horror Society podcast, but it's not actually his podcast. He just voices it for them. So we can link to the Padded Room to give him another shout out too, because he does a lot of work. He does a lot of podcasting. So we'll do some shout outs on our website this week.
Okay.
Go to the website, leave us questions.
Isn't there a
whatever.
Reddit thing? Isn't
Yeah,
there a
we
Reddit?
also have a subreddit that we all kind of forgot about it.
Whoa.
Now someone's been
but-
doing it.
Well, no, I mean it has it has a mod that auto posts for questions and stuff, but we kind of forgot about it for a while. But if you post on there, it notifies me, so it'll be active. And then also rate us on iTunes. We're so close. 5 stars. Rate and review us on iTunes so that we can, get bumped further up in the search results.
Hey,
Oh, good.
boss, what you both up? Don't you think that's cool?
Say word.
Oh, you guys are in a mood today.
It's a musical.
It's because Luke's been
Musical
gone
mood.
for a week, so let me tell you about the stream I had, Nick. I'm not going to get real
Okay.
specific. So Luke's been gone a week, and this morning, right before we get up, I'm dreaming about us
Same
being
size
in
as
our
my
bed. I'm telling a story. So I'm dreaming about us being in our bed, like where we were, but
Doing it.
business was going down in the dream. So
Whoa.
I'm having like a sex dream about Lucas,
Whoa.
which I thought was real life because it was literally like real life. And then I shit you not. Okay, so I haven't had carbs all week. So what happened was, this is related. Let me tell you. No, just wait. So mid doing it, his entire head and face turned into a chocolate cake with icing, and I took a bite.
Oh my goodness.
I took a bite. I had a bite
We
of
are
his
never
face.
using this as an
And
outtake.
I kind of want to because it's really funny. So I woke up like, man, I need to not deny myself carbs so hardcore because then I have those kind of dreams. Awkward.
That probably means something that we
I
should
know, right?
It means I want a fucking cake is what that means.
You want to fuck a
Literally.
cake?
So this week we did get a bunch of questions sent in, so I appreciate everybody that participated. So I'm going to do, like last time, do a few questions, we'll take a break, do something else, and come back and play a few games. So that way it's not all just us answering questions straight away. So the first question that we got was from Lazarich, the Lich, and I'm going to probably not have a good answer for this. So he wants to know, if you could abolish any branch of science, like chemistry or whatever, etc., what branch would you abolish? And I'm like, dude, none?
Probably none, but I think what he's getting at
What is he trying to say?
is he works with poop.
What?
What does that have to do with science?
And I mean, he's a scientist, but he does like water treatment testing and stuff. I think, is what
Okay. I
Lazarus
understand.
does. So he's like, I bet some days he's like, fuck this. I wish this wasn't a thing.
Oh my God. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
when I was in elementary school, one of our field trips, our school was totally crap, and we went on the worst field trips. One of them, first of all, we went to a taxidermist.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I was like, I'm not going to fucking go to that. Okay. Then the second one they tried to take us on, which I was forced to go to, was a sewage cleaning plant.
Yeah.
Literally.
Do you
Yeah.
guys
You go in
wonder
there
why
and
you'd
they
have
show you-
chainsaw massacres?
What is happening? You saw the sheets of shit just coming down the
Sheets
conveyor
of
belt.
shit.
It was like the worst thing ever.
I think we found the episode title, Sheets of Shit.
God bless it. No, so I would not abolish that branch because we need that shit cleaned.
That's true. Yeah, water treatment is very important.
It's very important.
for society.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't know if there is a branch of science.
No, I have no problems with science. I ain't got no
I would
qualms.
abolish unless you consider like pseudoscience science, like ghost hunting.
No, I like ghost hunting.
No, that's a real
Well,
thing.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nick
I mean,
and
you can abolish it if you want, but it's not any
we're
less
still gonna
real.
do it.
Yeah.
So at some point, Nick, I need to come to you, or you need to come here, and we need to
Okay.
go to ghost towns and go ghost hunting together.
I
Better
am
make
going
this a
to
YouTube
definitely
series.
come to Texas, but I got to get really tall leather boots first.
You should. And we
And-
have we have websites dedicated to all of our ghost towns that you should go to that are like the most haunted ghost towns in Texas.
Yeah, it's Ghost Facers.
And I've been to like one of them, and I did like a photography series.
I
from
really
there.
want to see Nick in like thigh-high safari boots.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
the 1880s Winchester
like he's from
guys
fucking
in Africa. And his,
Jurassic Park style with
Yeah.
his safari
his safari hat, he's got his adventure hat
Yep.
on and his journal.
binoculars for some reason, and then a camera and like an EMF detector
That's
just
right.
going
I've
around.
already got an EMF detector and a camera. Of course,
Yes!
but
Oh
that's
my God, we're best friends.
See?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm picturing, like a combination of the lead game hunter guy from Jurassic Park and like Indiana Jones and
Ghost hunters.
and the guys from like Ghost in the Darkness from
And you can do that Australian accent you were doing earlier because that would be part of the thing. Crikey.
Come straight for
us.
Crikey, he's running straight at us.
That is such
I'm
a
so
South
sorry.
Park. That is such a South Park Australian accent.
I'm so sorry.
The only
Australia.
thing that I'm struggling with now is like that's like the big tall leather boots are fine to protect me from scorpions and spiders and stuff when I'm awake, but what am I going to do when I have to go to sleep?
You'll be fine.
We don't have them. If you're in Austin proper, where we are, you're not going to see a scorpion. It's only when you get to the hill country.
I've still never seen
Okay.
one.
I have in the hill country.
Just
Several.
like a confession, while I'm talking to you guys on these podcasts, I'm always like looking in the background to see if I see scorpions crawling on things. Not yet.
You
Not
don't.
yet.
Funny.
No.
You don't. So we don't want to abolish science. So we're just going to skip
I
over
feel like
that.
it was a trick question.
The other one that he sent in, and I thought a lot about this one, was he wanted to know if you were to design your own Minecraft mod based on a TV show or movie, what would you choose? I'm going to let y'all go first because my answer is the bomb. Explosion sound.
Wow.
Sorry. Nick?
Think
about Minecraft. So you got to have mobs of some kind. You're going to be building or doing something. What's a good TV show or movie that you could base yours
Or
off
some
of?
sort of weaponry or
Probably
Yeah.
a good one would be
Skills.
really boring. It would just be like The Walking Dead. But I don't care
Yeah.
about
I mean, that would be
zombies.
fine. Yeah.
don't know about Supernatural.
I thought you were gonna. That's a good one. See, that was almost the one I picked, but the one I decided on is Lost Girl because I have a reason.
Okay.
There's like 3 kick-ass chicks as main characters, right? And then they're fighting all different kinds of cryptozoological and supernatural beings, and there's like a lot of different types of mobs you could kill.
Like Supernatural.
Yeah, so it's like Supernatural, but a little bit broader even.
Mm-hmm.
And with more girls.
Girls.
And then they're all hot.
Yeah.
So that's mine. Mine's Lost Girl.
I like your sidekick.
Watch it. It's awesome.
Best sidekick. I like her sidekick.
Kinsey, the little Kinsey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! If I meet a girl that looks like Kinsey in real life, we're gonna add a girlfriend to our marital situation.
Will you have cake with her?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Will you have cake with her?
We will have cake together. 3 of us will split a cake. What does that even mean? Now we have to put the story in here.
No.
I think
Stay tuned for the first break for the story.
I think we did, didn't we?
Oh God!
Sorry to force your hand there.
maybe that was before the show. I don't remember at this point.
Anyway, what mod would you choose, Luke?
Well,
Harry Potter. Yes, I know. No, that's a good one though. That's a good one though. If you did pick it,
I thought about it.
Or Game of Thrones would be a good one.
But there's already kind of Harry Potter-y.
There is a Harry Potter
stuff,
mod,
but I don't know if there's like a full like RPG mod of it.
No, I think it's an adventure map.
But you can think like Thaumcraft is kind of like the magic already.
Oh yeah,
and so you have that in there. But so maybe like Star Wars.
Oh,
because that would have a lot of good weapons, good enemies. You know, I like combat stuff in.
Well, what about Battlestar Galactica?
I never watched it.
I loved it. That's where like instead of saying the F word, they say frack.
Frack.
Yeah.
Freaking
very
frack.
clever.
What's the main chick's name?
Jones.
Starbuck.
Her character. Starbuck. I love her. Okay, I'm sorry. Got nerd tangent there. That's a nerdy thing I've seen that you haven't.
I think nerd stuff we're supposed to talk about. Nerd stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of the whole point of the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. I really loved Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a long time ago.
Do you also like Beats and Bears?
Beats, Bears, Battlestar Galactica. What was that from?
That was Dwight from The Office.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, it was Jim making fun of Dwight. But yeah. What kind of bear is best?
Black bear.
False.
I walked right into that one.
Oh, man.
Okay, next question. This is a really good one, okay? This is from Glitter. Shout out. What's up, girl? Okay.
Hi.
She wants to know, so you're the opposite sex for a day. So you guys become girls, I become a dude. What do you do, not sexual, like what do you do to experience being the opposite sex? Like, don't just, you guys can't just walk around grabbing your tits all
Only
day.
Sexual things.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Other ways to experience being
Stay
a female.
at home all day naked, look in the mirror.
Bless it.
That's still sexual, isn't it? Or...
That's all sexual.
No.
What? Can you think of anything non-sexual? I actually would like to know what it's like to masturbate as a man. That's
also sexual.
At least once.
At least once. But she wants to know besides.
Are there any gyms or ladies' locker rooms that are near me that I can go and hang out at?
That's also sexual.
Looky, no touchy.
You know what I hope is if you guys become girls for a day, that first of all you get sexually harassed, and then second of all you're both on your periods, so you can see what we go through. That's what I want.
Awful.
That's what I want.
It's like the
you know what I would like that too.
Gin genie things.
Just so you know.
No, because when I'm done and I'm back to being a man again, anytime a girl complains about it, be like, I went through that, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. Like, you don't know
even
that
if
I do.
Even if it was horrible, I'd be like, nothing.
No.
Yeah.
I did that. It was nothing.
For most girls, it's pretty bad, but for me, it's really not.
Okay, if we're on our period when we become girls, you have to get kicked in the balls at least once.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
I thought you meant when she's on her period, you get kicked in the balls by her.
No. No, when she's a guy, she has to get kicked in the balls to know how that feels.
When I'm on my monthly cycle, we call her Auntie. When Auntie is here, the only thing that changes is I'm super emotional. Well, me and my friends do.
Oh, okay.
I'm super emotional for like 2 days prior, and I eat everything for like 2 days prior. But during, I'm totally fine. Like, I don't act differently. Luke's like, yeah, she does. But I really don't. Like, I'm not as bad as most girls. I don't have cramps. I don't have
agree.
Any of that.
That's sure you don't, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm lucky compared to most girls.
Oh, you don't get the cramps and stuff like that?
Oh,
that's good.
Lucky.
As a dude,
So
I
what would I actually
would
do?
walk around the streets at night without worrying about being mugged.
Just do.
Yep, just straight up, just walking up and down the street.
What if
That
you're
is-
like
that is good.
like a little like 5'3", 140-pound dude?
They're still not gonna mess with you, like not if you were a chick. What else would I do?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the little guys anyway. They're the ones that got shit to prove.
Yeah,
they'll
that's true.
they'll
Super
knife you at the
scrappy.
drop of a hat. Like,
Or they have two
nothing.
swords under their sweaters.
Exactly. Like,
I'd probably go do super dude stuff, like go to a brewery or go to like a football game and just completely dude
You
out.
can do that all as a woman.
Well, I know, but I want to see how different it is with the hormones and the thought process of a dude.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Makes
about
sense.
it. I really can't think of
I'd get some
anything
free
else.
drinks at bars.
Heck yeah. You
oh,
would.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's how I'm going.
Just go get shit faced.
That's right. You would make a beautiful woman. You'd have to shave.
I'm pretty sure that would do it on its own if we became a woman. Nick and I are just walking out with full beards.
We ain't getting no drinks.
Yeah.
You might.
Unless we got some carnival lovers up in
Yeah.
You might get some. You don't know. Jesus Christ. Can you think of anything else
No,
that you
that's
might want to
good.
experience? It's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have another repeat questioner. Shout out to all of our guys that keep writing in. We love you guys.
And gals.
Yeah.
Racist.
Guys isn't it's not gender specific. You can say guys to mean a whole group of people. You guys.
I think some
all you
feminists would
guys.
disagree with
Well,
you.
they're wrong. Okay. mcharms92 says,
Nick's a feminist.
so you're in the following situations. What are your weapons of choice? There's 4 situations, okay?
All right.
So, weapon of choice. Medieval times. Like, it's a medieval fantasy world. Man. I know what I want.
Okay. What do you want?
Cat of nine tails.
Oh. All right.
Or that one thing that you swing around that's got like...
Flail.
A
Yeah.
flail.
You can have one of those.
I
We
was-
sell those.
Yeah, I was thinking about a flail, but man, I would hurt myself. I know.
Yeah.
I would.
Probably.
It's like nunchucks.
But I know how to twirl. I
You know
can
what
do
I mean?
that shit. I can nunchuck it.
But the thing is not twirling. That'd be like a bow staff. It's on a chain, and the chain.
I know how to twirl
is
chain
a whole,
flags, so I can do it.
All right.
I'm fine with
Okay.
that. What would you pick, Nick?
I think I'd have like a great big axe. I think that would be
Okay.
fun.
Ooh, a battle axe.
Yeah.
Plus, if I need to chop down trees, I could.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. See, I want to say like a big sword or something, but honestly, those things are so heavy.
They are.
They
And
break
axes are
easy too.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking.
What
maybe,
about
maybe like a spear,
I was gonna say like Vlad the Impaler's kind of spear.
like a long spear, maybe, or a
With
pike of
glaive
some
or
sort
whatever
like
it's
that.
called. You could have, maybe.
Pike.
Yeah, maybe that.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I think probably that.
Okay.
Or maybe like a short pike and a shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Situation number 2, weapon of choice in an action movie. So you're John Wick. What's your weapon of choice?
A gun.
Axe.
no, an axe. Yeah.
I
mean, if you
assault
wanna
rifle.
If you want to be specific, yeah, probably like an M16, like
Yeah.
a standard military, assault rifle. There's a reason they're the most used for.
Well, for me, it's like a handgun has way too much kick, and I'd be way less accurate.
you're way more accurate with a rifle.
Yeah.
I'd choose 2 handguns.
You're gonna dual wield.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like all over the place.
Just John Wick it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Scenario number 3, zombie apocalypse.
Again, same gun, or maybe a 22 because the ammo's more plentiful.
Okay, Nick.
Hatchets.
Okay,
Man, you want to get up close with them? No way.
you're gonna be
Oh, yeah.
surprised. Machete.
Mm-hmm.
You
Ah.
don't run out of ammo. You don't run out of
Yeah.
ammo with a knife.
Well, I mean, if you kill enough things, then you can find more melee weapons.
That's true. If I ran out of ammo for a 22, because that's very logical,
Right.
then it would be a machete as a backup. Okay, what about a sci-fi movie? Doesn't specify what kind.
Whoa! Portal gun.
I was gonna say some kind of laser gun. What else?
Mech suit.
Portal gun would be cheating, maybe.
Ooh, a mech suit. That's cool.
Like power armor from Fallout.
I don't
even
play a
like
lot
a- or
of like
Japanese.
Iron Man stuff. Iron Man
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
That's good.
Man, that is probably better.
That'd be fun.
Portal
I think
gun.
Portal
though.
gun would be useful. I'd be a support.
Really
I'd be a
useful.
support character.
Mm.
What does Doctor Who have?
a
Screwdriver.
sonic screwdriver.
What a fucking
want
dorky
that.
thing. I'm sorry everyone
I know,
who
that's
likes
a very
that.
dorky. I love it.
Well, it's gained more uses over the years. It seems like
He's upgraded.
yeah,
it.
upgrades.
It's like getting a new iPhone. Speaking of which, do you use iPhones, Nick?
Yeah.
Or you use Android?
iPhone.
Are you gonna spend $1,000 to get the iPhone 10, or are you gonna say fuck all?
No, I just wait till they give it to me.
How do you get them to give it to you?
If you're with them long enough, they just
Dress
give you an
slutty.
upgrade.
Do
Also
they?
that. Yeah. I
That's
mean, we
probably
pay
just-
the
yeah, the
highest
carrier
fees
thing.
in the world. So, yeah, they
Yeah.
should.
Oh,
Like,
It's like they do. It's like they used to do here, where basically it's just included in the price of your monthly payment.
well, yeah. I mean, if I get the Note 8, which is what I want to get, then it'll just be financed into my payment.
Yeah, they do them a little different now, though. They actually finance them separately rather than saying upgrade for 2-year contract and you get a phone free. Now there's no contracts and they just add on.
They just add the cost of the phone.
is
the
it
lease for the
bad
phone,
manners to
essentially.
ask what you guys' monthly phone, like cell phone bill is?
No, Luke, he has
Oh,
this
yeah.
new thing called Google Fi.
Mhm.
So his is $40. So cheap.
Yeah, it's actually $20 a month plus $10 a gig of data I use.
Okay.
So like 30 to $40.
Yeah, I think last month I used over 2, so I got up to 50. But Wi-Fi everywhere, pretty much. But Google Fi is really good if you can get it. Actually, it's international calling is free also, and travel. It's the same rate no
Wow.
matter where you go. And it uses, in the U.S., it uses T-Mobile, Sprint, and U.S. Cellular's towers. So it uses all their networks. And then I think in the U.K. or in Canada, it uses TELUS, I want to say.
Okay.
Or Rogers, one of the two. I know those are the two big ones up there. How many Americans know that, right?
You. Just you.
Just you.
But, yeah, but I have a Pixel, and that's the only kind of downside to it is you have to use
You have to buy
one of their
phone.
approved ones, and it's like the Google Pixel or the Nexus are really the only ones they have right now. So,
Okay.
but if you can get one of those phones, it's so worth it because my bill went from like $120 a month down to $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's like 108.
Yeah,
With
Yeah,
T-Mobile.
that's about the same as mine.
Yeah.
which is better than ours,
Hmm?
right?
Okay.
Because that's like for us that'd be like $80 or $70.
Yeah. So yours is a little lower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. How many gigs of data do you have?
Unlimited.
Yeah, see, we got one.
Oh,
Oh God, that's expensive for
that's
one.
rough.
Yeah,
I
I
have
got two
unlimited
because
everything.
I've been with them so long, but normally you get one or 500 megs. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awful.
That's nothing. Jesus.
That's horrible.
Yep.
Okay, I take it back. Ours is better.
I'd gladly
Okay.
pay way more for unlimited.
Yeah. And it's actually unlimited. They don't throttle my speeds or anything. Like, it's legit. Okay, next question is from Kyle. And this is the same Kyle that I guess wrote in before because he says so.
Right.
I've been listening since May, and I can't believe how many episodes you've put out.
Me
I'm
either.
still thinking about doing my own podcast,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure what exactly to do. This was the one asking about how to do like a general podcast versus a specific podcast.
General podcast.
General podcast. Do you think being a general podcast like yours is easier, or is it easier to be more specific?
I think it's probably actually easier to be more specific because you can kind of plan a little bit better. Sometimes it feels like, I'm sure you've noticed some episodes we don't really flow as well and we don't have as much to talk about, I think. But
That wasn't him. That was the other cat.
so I think if you have a podcast, I've kind of talked about it before, to where if you have a theme or a general kind of idea of what you want each episode to be like, it might be a little bit easier to actually put the show out. But preparation would be a little bit more.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it's more, if you're able to do it kind of like we do on the fly and still put out a good product, then I think that's probably the easier way to do it. But if you're a preparer or somebody that, needs to have a more scripted or have a structure of what you want to do, then put in more time preparing, and then the show will go. It'll be a little bit easier to actually do the recording.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
If you
anything
do,
to add. We've been over that before.
yeah. If you do something
Kinda,
specific, though, make sure it's something where new information about it's coming in. Don't like
Yes.
do a podcast on something where it's pretty much stagnant and you're not going to
don't do it on
material.
like a War and Peace podcast or something, and just talk about that book.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the ones we've talked about, I listen to that are about specific subjects like Destiny or disc golf or something like that. There's something new each week.
Yeah. They're still
like
going
competitive
on.
stuff, or exactly they're currently updating. And sports and things like that are kind of an easy one because there's always new games.
New games every week. Yeah.
There's news. That's kind of the criteria. Is there news that you can talk about, about that subject?
Don't do one on Asheron's Call or something like that.
There's so many out there. And honestly, I think it's easier to build a listenership if it's a specific subject, because you're going to attract people that are looking for that. Like, I remember we had a question.
Ours is really hard. And if you just search comedy, we pop up. But, we don't have a real specific topic. Sometimes gaming, we pop up under gaming or movies sometimes.
Or
it just
Japan,
depends.
apparently. That's
what
really
I was
Well, that was just because of the episode
like the
titles.
one guy, he was looking for podcasts about Japan.
I think that was him, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, there you go. If you have something specific, it's going to be easier for people to find you.
Yeah.
And because
That's our
they're
problem.
like for me, for disc golf, I'm looking for podcasts about disc golf because I'm interested in it. So that's what I searched for. And I found a handful, listened to them, and found the ones I liked. So I think if you're just thinking about growing it and want it kind of reach the broadest audience, then I think a specific subject is probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're naturally as cool as we are and just talk all the time
Totally.
without problems. Last question for this section. So, Marty Small Fries says, what cartoon character do you most identify with? And I have no idea. Cartoon character.
Nick?
I can answer that.
Okay, good.
Have either of you seen a show called BoJack Horseman?
Yes, unfortunately, I hate it.
I would say
glanced at it.
I identify with Mr. Peanut Butter.
Oh, I don't know it well enough to know that reference.
He's this dog that was like one of BoJack Horseman's rivals on sitcom TV. And
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he's just like super happy and oblivious to everything and just does things even if they're a bad idea, if it sounds interesting and stuff like that. Like a dog.
Okay.
Like a dog would do.
Yeah.
So, I'd say that.
Makes sense.
I would say, this is so stupid. I would be the closest to Stewie or Brian on Family Guy.
Okay.
Just because that's my sense of humor is the two of them. Because I don't really like
a baby
cartoons.
and a dog.
Yeah, I don't really watch many cartoons.
So far we've got a dog, a baby, and a dog.
Yeah. Luke?
Jeez.
What are you and a dog?
I could be Finn and Jake from Adventure Time.
Oh, God.
But no, I don't think so. I don't really live in a post-apocalyptic world, and I'm not a talking dog either.
Okay.
I don't know. You know me better than I know me.
Yeah, but I don't watch cartoons. You're Aladdin. No, you're not.
The genie?
I don't really identify with any that I can think of. I'll just be Archer because he's cool and awesome.
That's probably the closest
And
to
he's-
your comedy.
Yeah, I'm
style.
definitely not like Archer though.
No. Or are you?
Whoa.
No, you're not.
I'm more like Cyril.
Cyril Vegas.
Some lame.
Okay.
I don't know. Are there any video game characters or cartoon characters that like play video games and do IT?
Just that guy off of fucking
Undergrad.
South Park.
Undergrad.
The World of Warcraft guy.
Undergrads is that Canadian show, remember?
Oh, yeah. We were
I
supposed
don't
to
know
watch
about
that.
that one.
Oh, okay. There's a guy called Gimpy who
There you go. Oh, that's
basically
great.
exists
Wow.
in front of the computer and he's taking technical courses at a
Yeah.
college. So
There you go. So that generic, I got a wrist brace so I can be the guy from South Park that's trolling them all on the
Yeah,
WoW
the
episode.
WoW guy. That's
Yeah.
Jesus.
There you go. That's what I identify with.
You know what I want today?
Taco Bueno?
I do. Can we have it?
Sure.
I only get to eat carbs on the weekend.
Okay.
Whatever rules you want to live by.
Are you doing that keto?
No, it's basically Atkins.
Oh, shit. I just quit Discord.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I just...
Luke is, as you say, ridiculous and closed out Discord.
I was trying to close out like all the unused stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, because I closed Slack because of notifications, and I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to close Discord for notifications, but no, we're talking on it. Oh my god, I am ridiculous.
All right, so now we are going to review, and by we I mean myself. I always
Meh.
do that. I always say we as if I'm more than one person.
Man, myself.
I'm gonna
What's that thing you say, the royal we or whatever?
the royal
That's right.
we. Oh my god. So I watched this movie on Netflix thinking it was going to be a horror film, but it's not really scary. It was more sad than anything. It's called The Good Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
So the basis of it is these two kids. They're like 18 or whatever, and they want to do this psychological experiment on the old crotchety old man that lives like next door or across the street or whatever. So they wire his whole house when he's away with like video cameras and like fake haunts. Like they can turn his lights off and on and make his radio come on at random times and make his door open and close.
That's fucked up.
To see if he goes crazy or like how you would react if you thought you were being haunted. But he doesn't react the way that they expect. And as you learn why, eventually, I can't say what happens, but there's a court case also at the end of it because of what happens. And when you find out more about the old man, it just becomes very, very sad, and you feel bad for the old man, and you're very angry with the children for messing with him. So it wasn't really scary, but it was really good.
Damn kids.
I would give it probably 6.5 out of 8, just because it was
wow.
pretty original.
Wow. All right.
I really liked it, so I recommend that. God dang it, Finnick, I'm busy. I didn't watch anything else. I was gonna go see that movie Mother! With Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Until the reviews came out.
Oh, it's not
Well,
good.
speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, when you said that you thought it was going to be a scary movie, but it was just sad, that reminds me, we watched this Jennifer Lawrence movie a few years ago.
That?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was like, it was set in Montana or something really depressing.
Kentucky.
Or Idaho, or I don't know, but it was like
You're just listing depressing places.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I thought it was somewhere up north, like, or maybe like North Dakota or something. But anyway, and it's like small town up there, and it was very backwoodsy town, and
Lots of meth.
yeah, a lot of meth stuff and like local gang kind of activity, but like the like Hatfield McCoy kind of gang stuff.
It was like the
not like-
worst. It was so depressing.
the whole movie was just like, the whole point was her dad got killed, and she was trying to like prove that he got killed so they could get money, like the life insurance money. That was like the whole movie, and she was
It
getting
was
beat
awful.
up.
If you live
It was
in one of the
depressing as
5
fuck.
states that he just mentioned,
Oh, shit.
you are depressing, a meth addict, a hillbilly, and sad, sad, sad.
Way to alienate the audience, Luke.
I'm just saying,
There you go.
it was set somewhere that I thought was one of those places.
They don't have the internet out there. They're not going to hear this.
Come on.
Oh, you guys still got 45 other states to market to.
Oh, God.
Can we get some fans from Hawaii and to send us out there? I want to go there.
That would be really cool.
I hear they really
We're
like
gonna do-
spam there.
They really like meth in Hawaii also.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And sex trade.
We're not getting into that.
44
true.
states.
Jesus.
It's actually true. No, it's a thing that needs to have awareness
pretty
brought to
well
it.
known.
It's
Okay.
like the Pacific massage parlor kind of trade there is actually a really bad. So
Thanks for...
yeah,
Right, they're not good at massages.
that's right. That's a PSA. It's a PSA.
They're not good at massages there?
No. They're too good.
Extra good at them.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to play a game?
Yeah.
We just have a couple of rounds. We got a couple of
game?
couple of games with a couple of rounds each. Sorry.
Right.
So the first one is boff, marry, kill.
What's that?
Shut up.
What does boff mean?
You know what it means. So this first one that was sent in is from Millie. He sent it in on the Reddit. And he said, there's no way to cop out or explain your way out of this. You have to pick.
He's talking
boff,
to
marry,
you.
kill. I know he is. Okay. Just wait.
Or
I'm going to
Grim.
go last. No,
He
it's
always-
to
he
me.
always cops out.
It's directed at me, specifically when you hear the people. Boff, marry, kill. Jar Jar Binks.
Kill.
Tommy Wiseau from The Room. Or Donald Trump.
Oh, my God. Well, I'll go first. I'm going to kill Jar Jar Binks because you have to. It's a rule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kill Tommy Wiseau. Wiseau?
Well, you can't kill two
Jar Jar
people.
Binks. You can't kill both.
Oh, you're right. I'm going to...
You want to kill them all, so you keep saying kill. Kill.
No, yeah. Sorry.
You slip
I was
that one
opening
by
the next
there.
one. Yeah, that was a Freudian slip. No, I'm gonna boff Tommy Wiseau because he's got that hair and he's dreamy.
Oh, God.
And it means I'm gonna marry Donald
Disgusting.
Trump because he's got the money.
Not really.
He's got enough.
Hmm.
And I mean, he'll go through me and get to another wife soon, so I can take some money.
Nick?
Kill Jar Jar Binks. No thought there. Easy.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck Donald Trump because
Just so you can.
I think he deserves that.
Just so you can say you did.
And
God.
marry Tommy Wiseau because I think he's awesome in every way.
Actually, that might have been a better answer because then you could blackmail Donald Trump, for some money just by threatening to leak that you fucked him.
Well, Tommy Wiseau's rich too, so that's fine.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's
So,
super
like,
rich.
$4.
He's selling his underwear on his website.
Yeah, there's no way. All right. I don't want to do this, but
But you gotta.
I also agree that you absolutely have to kill Jar Jar Binks. He's more annoying than anything that's ever happened.
Misa just a nice
Stop.
guy.
No. I think I'm going to go with what Luke said. Hit it once and vomit after with Tommy Wiseau.
Man, you know that dude's hung like a mule.
If he was, he wouldn't have made his sex scene so graphic because that is the work of a man that has no self-esteem that feels the need to do that.
It's like on Always Sunny when they have the gratuitous sex scenes in their Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah. So he's going to be terrible at it. I'm going to be throwing up the entire time, but I'd rather do that and then marry Donald Trump in case he does actually have money.
Yeah.
And then I can take down the empire from the inside.
Right.
So like a
Sure.
spy. And then the other one we have.
Oh, we have another one.
Two more.
Two more.
Okay. So Boff, marry, kill. This is from Laz. Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz, or Drew Barrymore?
Oh. That's a good one. I'm going to do it right this time. I'm not going to kill two like I always try to, apparently. I think I did this last time.
You got murder issues, man.
I know. All right. I think I'm going to kill Drew Barrymore
Okay.
of the three.
Okay.
And I'll probably boff Cameron Diaz
Okay.
and marry Lucy Liu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any reasons for that?
Well, Drew Barrymore just always kind of bugged me. I don't know why.
She's not aging well, but neither is Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, and Cameron Diaz, that's one of, I mean, she's probably the hotter of them that's left. And so I'd probably hit that. I don't know, Lucy Liu is really hot though. And
Smoking.
yeah, and so marry her because then you get to do it forever. And she's Asian and awesome and makes good food probably.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Wow,
I mean, those might be
that's
stereotypes.
That's
I've got
just
a better,
throw it. Just say she's good at math.
I feel
too,
like I
while
got
we're
a
at
better
it.
chance at having, a good married life with her than I would the others.
Well, that's probably true. Nick?
I'd kill Cameron Diaz because she's getting a little raggedy looking.
She is, man. She is.
Too much sun, I think.
What about circa Charlie's Angels when they were all three in them? Because that's the three Charlie's Angels, right?
Right.
Yeah, it might have been different back then, but times they are a changing.
Yeah, she has not aged well at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'd probably do Lucy Liu. I think she's real pretty. I think Drew Barrymore would be more interesting, so I'd marry her. I mean, she's seen an alien.
She's quirky as shit.
She is.
She's, although I do think she was really funny in that Saturday Night Live skit.
She was really good in Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah,
She
I
was
like
really good.
that. I thought she's aged
That's right.
pretty
You
well.
guys watched that. You guys watched that
No,
recently.
she hasn't.
I forgot.
She has some neck issues. So
We're so judgmental,
me,
but that's our job.
we are.
Oh my god.
For me, I'm killing Drew Barrymore
Okay.
so that I can have sex with Lucy Liu, and I'm going to marry Cameron Diaz
Whoa.
because she is one of the stars of my favorite movies ever, The Sweetest Thing.
We were all three different.
Yeah,
We all
that's
said
not
different
not
answers.
normal.
Yeah.
Okay, and then our last one, Boff, Marry, Kill, Channing Tatum, Matt Bomer. He's from White Collar.
Okay.
That's who that is. And then Matthew McConaughey. God dang it.
Kinda hot.
Matthew McConaughey. I can't say it.
McConaughey. Oh my god.
Wait,
I'll
what
go
was the first one
Okay.
again?
Channing Tatum
Okay.
from Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Because we know that one.
Definitely.
I'm going to kill
watch that.
Channing Tatum because I can't stand him.
Okay.
He's dumb and he's not hot. Stop it. He's not.
Really?
I'm going to marry Matt Bomer, despite the fact that in real life he's actually gay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So
He's beautiful.
So
I don't
Nick
even
and I
care.
got a chance here.
And then I'll just have sex with Matthew McConaughey once and then take a really hot shower because he smells so bad.
All right.
Ugh, God.
Wait, Matthew McConaughey smells bad?
Yeah, he classically doesn't wear deodorant or shower
He's a
much.
hippie.
He's super duper hippie. He lives here in Austin. Super duper hippie.
That's changing everything on my answer then.
He got the cops called on him once. They go out and they find him drugged out, naked, playing the bongos.
That's about right.
That literally happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. He seems so nice.
He's probably nice, but he's just stinky.
No,
He's super
stinky
hippie.
people aren't nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna stop you right there.
I mean, I was already gonna say kill Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, and then
And then I guess I'm gonna do Channing Tatum, boff him. And then I'll marry Matt Bomer.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
he's a beautiful man.
White Collar, if you've never seen it, is awesome.
Yeah,
watch
go
it.
watch it.
Yeah.
Nick, what are your choices?
well, now Matthew McConaughey's gonna die.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll do Matt Bomer, who I have no idea who that is, but he's famous, so he's
Oh, you should
probably
look
all
him
right.
up. He's got piercing blue eyes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. Well, anyway, and then they marry the other guy because he was funny in that Jump Street show.
Yeah,
Or
21
He
Jump
Jump
Street,
was
yeah.
really fun. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
So there
I
you
was
go.
surprised I liked that movie.
Yeah.
And then now, the best part of the day, we're going to do a round of $1 million
Best
But-
part of wake. Oh,
is $1 million
that was
butt.
last week.
The best part of waking up is $1 million butt.
$1 million in your butt.
Okay.
We need
So-
a jingle for this.
We do, even though it's not ours.
Yeah.
Yang Zhao
If
Yang
I
Zhao
had
Long
$1
12
million,
was like, yo, you guys did really good with these last time. Let's do some more. So
I'd
that's
be
what we're
rich.
doing. Quit talking over me.
Hey, that was some BNL for Nick.
You're so rude. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
$1 million, but all man-made light sources flicker the entire time you're around them.
No.
I'm out. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I
I
might
don't
have
think
a
I'd do
seizure.
that either.
It's not enough money for
Well,
that.
would that also include like a monitor? Because that's sort of a light source.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
can't do
definitely
that.
would. Yeah, can't do that.
Can't do that.
Not at all.
Okay. $1 million, but you can only travel in self-propelled vehicles from now on, like bikes, skateboards, rollerblades.
Everywhere?
Anywhere and everywhere.
What if we're a passenger in something?
Nope.
No.
Like if we have workers that do the propelling for us.
Didn't
Oh, that might
specify,
work.
but, uh,
That might work.
I still don't want to have to ride on like a bicycle cart all the way to work and back every day.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I wouldn't do that.
I don't think I
either.
would do it.
For
Yeah.
only $1 million? No.
No, it's not enough money.
No way.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able to travel overseas or anything. So.
Exactly.
Right.
You'd have to take a paddle boat.
Yeah.
Oh God, that'd be exhausting.
That's got to be at
Die.
least 8 hours to get across the ocean.
At least.
Okay. $1 million, but You can't stop reading the minds of everyone who is thinking negative thoughts about you.
No.
No, thank you.
What was that Mel Gibson
My
movie?
self-esteem, I can't take it anyway. That was
What
called
Women Want.
What Women Want.
Yeah.
I think I'd take that one. I think I'd take that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I could see you doing that because then you'd just be like, what'd you think? What are you saying about me?
Yeah.
I just,
You know, just like
slap
Hang on,
them.
man.
Like I just
Get
bring it
people
up,
off.
make them
Yeah.
awkward. And I love awkward situations. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Be like,
I
oh,
think
you
it's
don't
fun.
like my hair?
Huh?
No, well, you're stupid.
Yeah. Just call them out. I wouldn't be able to handle it.
I probably wouldn't either.
Okay. $1 million, but whenever you use the bathroom, you cannot use your hands at all.
I do that anyways.
Oh! As a female, that's not really an option, so no.
What do you mean? You don't use your hands.
To wipe?
Well, I think that's post bathroom. I think he's talking about like,
No,
Wow,
at
you go.
all.
I took it to mean
I
the
don't know, we
whole
might-
process.
Yeah, the whole process.
Like you can't even get your pants down with your hands.
Yeah. You
How-
can't flush with your hands. Like, you can't do anything with your hands.
I would do it. I would become like a Birdman who could like do
Do you
things.
do it with your nose? How are you wiping your ass then, Nick?
I
You have
have
a-
a
you have a
stick
stand.
set up on near the
Oh.
toilet, and on the top it's got stuff on it, and I just keep going.
No, you just hop in the shower after
It's
every
like-
time you go to the bathroom.
It's like you have like a sawhorse that has an
No.
apparatus
Oh, wait.
that's
Stop
kind of
it.
like a mohawk.
I get a
right? It's like
bidet. I get a bidet.
yeah, that works too. Yeah.
And there's a
Then you just
little
get dry.
hook. A little hook that I hook my pants on and rip them off.
You really want this $1 million.
No.
You're trying to make this work.
So that you got a bidet, and then you have like a little
fan.
sawhorse set up,
You got a fan
No,
to dry your bum.
and it's got a stand on it that has like a mohawk shape of a towel, and you just kind of swipe across that.
Or
after
wait.
you're done.
You use some of that $1 million to make your toilet on a different level. There's a banister made out of toilet paper, and you just
A
slide down
banister.
every time.
Oh, like
and you
it's-
pay somebody to clean it for you.
Okay.
Actually, you could probably just pay somebody to wipe your ass.
That might be easier.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I'm not
Or-
taking the bet.
Have any of you guys heard of that game Ark
Ark, like Combat Evolved or whatever,
or Survival Evolved or whatever?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, you could just be like that and just never wear pants, and you just spontaneously drop a turd now and then.
just shit everywhere.
Mm-mm. Okay, what about this one? $1 million, but your hands are now your feet, and your feet are your hands. Like you have feet that are for hands, and your hands.
Why'd
are
you
now
say it
feet.
like Troy from Community?
Because that's where I got it from.
I know. No, I
I'm
wouldn't
not
do that
taking
either.
it either.
Give me a sec.
Surgery alone would cost more than $1 million.
No, it's included, but you have to live your life.
I mean, to get it done back.
Are they fully functional, just opposite?
Yeah, they're just opposite.
Yeah, I'd do that just for the experience, maybe.
Just all for it.
I don't know if the
Okay.
feet would be useful anymore, but
No, you can't do anything.
How would
So,
you masturbate, Nick?
you have to have
He's
a
like
fetish. It's like, I got it. I can do
Wait,
this.
I think I've seen some of those videos.
Yes, stop now. Last one. $1 million, but you have to use a screaming goat as your alarm clock, and it doesn't stop until you kiss it on the mouth.
I would totally do that.
I would do that one.
goats
I
are
would totally
cute.
do that one.
Come here, Gertie.
Gertie the goat.
Something that starts with a G.
Gertrude.
Yeah,
Gertie.
Gertie for short.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I think I got like $4 million out of this game.
You did. I only got one.
So wait, $4 million, but you have feet for hands and hands for feet.
Yeah.
You have
you
to
can't.
do
do
pedal
anything.
ride everywhere.
Yeah, and you have like a banister of toilet paper.
Oh, no, you
like,
didn't
Oh,
do that.
I didn't do
Oh.
the pedal
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nick just wants money. You're money hungry.
I just don't want to have to get money. I just want to have it and not worry
I
about
don't
it.
Somebody
want to
just
work
gives it to you.
anymore. That's all I got this week.
What if you had robot devil hands?
What does that mean?
If you had $1 million from Futurama,
I don't know what that
robot
is.
devil
I'd take that anyway for free.
made a deal with him and swapped him. Yeah, he only put himself on the wheel though to make it feel like it was fair. And then Fry got his hands.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
I don't watch Futurama. Maybe you're Bender.
No, I'm not a drunk robot.
Oh.
Dr. Zoidberg. They did a new episode, by the way.
What?
A double episode, but it's a podcast radio drama.
Oh.
All the voice actors, everyone. And they did a whole double episode for podcast on the nerd something, the Nerdist, or
Probably. That's the big one.
Joe DiMaggio, the guy who does the voice of Bender.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
isn't he a baseball player?
Joe.
I think it's a different one, probably.
John. I think it's John DiMaggio.
Oh.
Is it? Yeah, because Joe DiMaggio was the baseball player. I know he has the same last name.
Busted.
Anyway, he does the voice of the gunsmith on Destiny, and he doesn't sound anything like him because he does like a really deep, like gruffy, kind of like, hey, good job out there, you know, stuff like that. But then, like every once in a while, if you're standing in the little social space area, like you'll get voice lines from some of the vendors and stuff around every once in a while, and every once in a while he'll sound just like Bender when he's talking, and so it's not like the typical dialogue that he uses, but every once in a while you'll hear him be like, oh, that did sound.
Is it like the character Scruffy on Futurama? Does it sound like that? The janitor Scruffy?
A little almost, but yeah, but it's definitely a lot deeper and not Bender or Jake like, because he also does Jake from Adventure Time.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it here, you guys. Thanks, everybody, for sending in all that fun stuff. Keep sending your correspondence to us. We still need a new theme song.
Yeah.
Hello. And we want fan art. We want questions. We want comments. Go to the website. Follow us on Twitter. And everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Nick.
I did it.
Every time.